Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I've got some knife features I would like to talk about. Something that comes up quite a bit with most knives that I use whenever I'm doing content on them. Please ignore the chickens. But they want to know about 90-degree spines. The majority of the knives that I own have a 90-degree spine. If they don't, I put one on there. These particular LT Wright knives all have a 90-degree spine. This dude was the first LT Wright knife that I ever got. As a matter of fact, I got it for my birthday. And it is a GNS AEBL with a good sharp 90-degree spine. You can hear it. So, uses of a 90-degree spine. Scraping stuff. Straightforward. That's what I use them for. The more crafty and firecraft stuff that you guys do, the more you'll figure out that a 90-degree spine is helpful for fire prep especially, or if you just need to smooth something out. Like if I was gonna use any type of glue whatsoever on this bamboo stuff, see how fine shavings that thing made with the spine. But anyway, if I was going to do any type of glue on this, there's like a almost clear coating on this stuff. You can see there on the, my dog's over here mowing down a stick too, so don't pay him no attention. But anyway, so if I wanted to glue something here on this end, and I leave this white stuff on there, it will not stick very good. But I can take this, and I don't even have to remove every bit of it. I wouldn't want to go, like if I was going to wrap it all the way. Come on, camera. So if I was going to wrap this whole thing, I wouldn't necessarily have to scrape past where I'm going to do it. Especially if I'm doing a jute wrap, that stuff will all glue together. So I'll keep this underneath where my material is going to go. And I would scrape off most of this stuff. And I would use my spine of my knife to do that. Or, so, like when you cut these pieces, they're pretty sharp on here. You can take and just knock those guys off. Because bamboo will cut you. That stuff will, like if I was to split a new piece of this, so one of these pieces, this one right here specifically, I don't know if it'll focus on there. Focus on here. I'm trying, guys. This edge right here, if I were to hold this and somebody pulled it out of my hand, it'd cut me. Or if I run my hand down it real hard, it would cut me. So just knocking that. And yeah, you could peel it off too. I mean, it's not saying that you get to pick, it's your tool. But anywho, scraping things. So if I wanted to just sit here and process down bamboo, if that was all that I had, I wanted to make a big fluffy tinder bundle with it to light with my ferro rod, I could sit here and just scrape this stuff, and it would make a decent. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good fluffy stuff right there. If we can light it with a ferro rod, just chilling here. I'll do a little bit more. And that being said, that 90-degree spine will scrape a ferro rod. And give it just a little love to remove that coating. But, so, burn my yard down. Same deal. That was with bamboo. So, you could go a long way with that too. And I think that's easier than trying to make fine curls with the blade. And you could do it, but not as readily as, it would take. I could do it, but I'd really have to take my time. It wouldn't be near as fast as scraping it with that spine. Man, I wish my camera would focus for you guys. Anyway, that would take a long time to make one of those, even though you can get a fire starter with that. This guy would be primarily what I would use it for around here. It's fatwood. Smells great. This makes a real sticky wad. Just that little bit there would be, see how much I actually used off that. I rounded that from here to here. So, same deal. There's a bunch of just fluff everywhere. I didn't keep it all in one good spot, really. It's fatwood for you right there. That stuff burns great. Singeing all the hairs off my microphone. Okay. Sorry. But that 90-degree spine, pretty much any material you could take and shave stuff down. It doesn't have to be just the materials that I listed. This is cottonwood. You could get some cottonwood scrapings. They're not near as good as the other stuff. This is super dry too. But you can see they're fuzzy wuzzy also, but not near as good as the fatwood or the bamboo. This would be the one where you would want to just do little tiny curls with just your edge. But also, so like let's say I'm gonna do yucca cordage, or even use some other cambium layers for some type of cordage, and it's got a bunch of living plant material on it after I have harvested it. I can take that 90-degree spine and scrape that stuff off of there. That helps a lot. A spoon works really good for the yucca stuff, but if you're not got an extra spoon in your pocket, you can use the 90-degree spine on your knife. And then especially like if you've got anything green that you want to remove the bark off really fast, that spine will do it really quick too. But probably the main thing that you guys are going to use this for is the ferro rod. Once you have a good sharp spine on your knife and practice with it, you can start a fire pretty quick with one of those guys. LT Wright puts a good, very sharp spine on their knives. But anywho, a little 90-degree spine uses for you there, and why I like to have one on my knife. Check them out. 90-degree spine. Later.